Act 2, Scene 6. Month 7. The day room, afternoon. Lorca is sitting in a chair, quietly playing Greg's guitar. Nearby, Greg, Stephanie, and Neil sit cross-legged on floor cushions, immersed in a lively game of cards. Chris and Gary enter quietly, accompanied by a flashy young man in a designer leather jacket, rings glinting in the lights of the day room. The teens are absorbed in their activities and don't notice them. "Hi, guys," Gary says. "I'd like you to meet a friend of mine. Everybody, this is..." At that moment, Lorca glances up and gasps, "Oh my God!" "Josh Gibson," Gary says. "Oh my God!" Stephanie cries. Smirking, Greg echoes, "Oh my God!" "Hey, how's it going?" Josh says in his $1 million voice. Lorca and Stephanie shriek together, "Oh my God!" Lorca leaps to her feet and shoves the guitar into Greg's lap. Stephanie throws her cards in the air and both girls rush, squealing, to the rock star. The boys remain sitting, unimpressed. Greg is frowning. Lorca places herself directly in front of her idol, and Stephanie is close by her side. "I love all your music. I have every one of your albums, including your greatest hits, even though it's a collection of your greatest hits, which I already have on all the albums I already have." She stops, collects herself, takes a deep breath, and begins again, this time speaking words she has obviously been assembling in her imagination for a very long time. "Mr. Gibson, it's so nice to meet you. For years, I've wanted to let you know how much I appreciate your music. It's so challenging. I admire the raw quality of your sound, the rich, gutsy symbolism of your imagery. It's so simple, yet so profound." Josh gives a slight nod. "Hey, cool, thanks. I like to play the guitar." Lorca is not done. "For example, in Danger, I was totally captivated by your imaginative use of a car to represent life and a rearview mirror to represent the past. The recognition that what we do has dire consequences. Every choice has ramifications that extend beyond our immediate circumstances. They affect other people as well as ourselves, sometimes right away, sometimes not till years later, but they really do come back to haunt us, as it were. So it just goes to show we must be careful what we choose to do and not do, because omission can be just as disastrous as commission sometimes." "Right," Josh says. "Well, hey, that's cool." Lorca snatches the guitar from Greg and holds it eagerly out to the singer. "Will you play for us?" "Sure, cool," Josh says with a practiced smile. Looking first at Greg, he asks, "Do you mind, man?" Greg glares at Lorca. "No, go right ahead. Whatever Lorca wants." Lorca beams and hands Josh the guitar. Stephanie rushes to grab the chair and positions it for him. Josh props his foot up on it. "I just love your music too," Stephanie says. "For all the same reasons as Lorca, I think." "Cool," Josh says. "How about Danger? That okay?" "Oh, yes, please," the girls cry, eyes shining with anticipation. "All right, then." Lorca and Stephanie watch, eyes wide, shrieking loudly at their favorite parts and clapping along in rhythm, just like on the recording.
There's danger in my rearview mirror. Can drive fast enough to get away. I can drive all night, doing 95, but when I get there in the morning, it's the very same day. No matter how hard I try, I just can't seem to get over that hill. The engine lights splashing and the transmission's shot. I'm just trying to get away from all the troubles I've got. so long, but I will find my way back to you. The road's so long, but I will find my way back to you. There's danger in my rearview mirror. Can drive fast enough to get away. I can drive all night, do a 9 to 5, but when I get there in the morning, it's the very same day. No matter how hard I try, I just can't seem to get over that hill. The engine lights flashing, the transmission shine. I'm just trying to get away from all the troubles I've got. The road's so long, but I will find my way back to you. The road's so long, but I will find my way back to you. The road's so long, but I will find my way back to you. The road's so long, but I will find my way back to you. A danger, a danger, a danger.
The girls burst into wild applause. Chris and Gary clap happily, but the boys are not enthusiastic. Greg looks grim. "That was amazing," Lorca gushes. "You sound even better in person." "Thanks," Josh says. "I really like playing." Gary steps forward. "I'm so glad you enjoyed the visit. Unfortunately, Josh has to get going now." The girls groan. "Sorry, guys," Josh says. "But hey, that was cool. I'm going to tell the guys in the band that I got to sing for the sick kids and you were cool. Later." He hands the guitar back to Lorca, who clutches it to herself like a sacred relic. "Thanks for coming, Josh," Gary says. "I'll catch up with you later." "Later," says the star with a nod of his well-groomed head. "Can we walk you down?" the girls ask eagerly. Sure, cool." Squealing, the girls usher him out, Lorca still hugging the guitar tightly in her arms. Greg and Neil head out, mimicking the girls in falsetto voices. Greg coos, "Oh, Josh Gibson, you're so rich and dreamy." Neil says, "Can we walk you down? Can we walk you down? Can we have your babies?" "Hey," Greg growls, "don't get carried away." "Oops, sorry." Chris and Gary are left alone. "That was great," Chris says, still smiling. "I haven't seen the girls that excited since ever. Thank you so much." "My pleasure," says Gary. "It was fun surprising them. They were hilarious. I'm glad Josh handles it so well. It's not easy to be admired like that." "Well, you, Mr. Galvani, are surely admired around here," Chris says warmly. "You've done such good for us. I wish I knew how to thank you." Gary smiles modestly. "You know what? When I'm here, I feel like I'm doing something worthwhile. So believe me, no thanks are needed. I think I'm getting more out of this than anyone." Chris moves closer to him, looking at him meaningfully. I meant to ask you," Gary says, taking a step back. "Did Kelly like her present?" Chris closes the gap again, her voice velvety, her eyes shining. "Probably not as much as I did finding it." I'm glad you enjoyed it," he said. "I did too." Deliberately, he turns away from her and starts picking up the scattered cards. "I'd forgotten how much I love looking for treasures. Before she got sick, my wife was particularly good at it." He scans the floor for any cards he may have missed, moving farther away from Chris, who does not follow. Jennifer always had a knack for recognizing what we rockhounds call a special find. In fact, that's what finally got me to call you. She told me she had a feeling you and your kids were a special find. And she was right. I'm glad she talked me into it. Chris doesn't answer, dreams and hopes colliding with realities. Straightening up, Gary says, "We'd love to take you to dinner sometime. Kelly could join us too." "Oh, that would be nice," Chris says with a polite smile. I would like to meet her." She glances at her watch. "I'm sorry, Gary, I have to get going." "No problem, me too." Gary gestures for her to lead the way. Chris smiles faintly at him, then looks away and steps out of the room. Gary starts to follow, then turns back and puts the retrieved cards on the seat of the chair. He scans the floor one more time, and, seeing no more lost cards, leaves the room with his mind on home.